Honey, your mother called me today and wanted to talk to me about something.
My mom? What did she want to talk to you about?
She brought up your father's work and said that he got himself in a tough situation. She sounded like she was flustered and ended up explaining the situation over a couple times.
So, what did she want from you then?
She had asked if she could borrow some money.
If she's asking, then I think you should give it to her. How much was it that she was asking for?
Wait, what are you saying?
What do you mean, what am I saying? We tend to help each other out quite often in our home with money. If someone's asking for it in a time of need, then there's no reason not to give it to them. I'm one of her sons, so she wanted to reach out to us.
Well, you aren't the only son she has. I don't think that this is the type of situation where you would just trust someone asking for money so blindly. She's asking for money that we don't really seem to have. We have our living expenses to cover, our loans, our children's school fees.
Well, we both are bringing in a monthly salary. What should be the problem if she needs some money? We aren't exactly struggling. I bet we could shell out something for her.
I think you should look at our accounting book and you might think otherwise.
How much are we both bringing in right now? You want me to just believe you at the first mention that we can't do it?
If you're doubting me, then have a look at the accounting book yourself. I've been recording every single purchase of mine through my phone. Have you not been checking on it?
You're the one responsible for the housework. Of course you're looking into it and I'm not.
How is the housework my responsibility? I have to go out to work as much as you do. Regardless, if you think that this is my responsibility, we'll scratch that right now. I have been the one entirely responsible for overseeing it ever since we got married. Why don't you do anything in regards to book checking our finances? Could you at least get a grasp of how much you are personally spending each month so we know collectively what to look out for in terms of planning?
Because you're the one that does it so well. I've just been leaving it to you.
Well, why should I have to be the one to do it so diligently? So you are forcing me to just guess how much you're spending and then pray not to go over that amount each month? Why would you think that is good justification for slacking on our joint finances?
I think we should just leave it the way that it is. Even if I would keep up with it religiously the way that I know how to do it, wouldn't you just end up being upset by it anyway?
So that's why you're being so quick to lend to whoever needs money.
What do you mean by that?
I am going to share the account book app with you, and you need to go into it to check how much money we actually have. Just look at it. We have 2 kids in elementary school, and we also need to keep up with their after-school tutoring bills.
We should just cut some of their tutoring then. They're still so young. What is sending them off to tutoring nearly every day going to do for them in the long run? What could a tutor possibly teach a child in the 1st grade that will impact them so positively? You're making them do such strange things. Do you realize that?
Have you finished everything that you want to say about this?
Have you even asked them directly if they want to go to all of those tutors? Ask me about any of that. I wouldn't have wanted to go to another language school at all.
You're being pretty ridiculous. You had put me in charge of handling all of their education as well. No wonder you have no idea how important any of this is for them.
Why won't you explain that to me then? What could be so important about it?
You really want to take them out of tutoring? So I should just cancel the rest of their sessions.
What's the big deal?
If we don't send them to those tutoring sessions, where are they going to go during that whole time we aren't home? Your mother keeps using her sore back to justify not wanting to take the kids in. You've heard her complain about that too. I am trying to get the kids used to speaking in other languages by sending them to tutoring. I think you know that much. I am only sending them there twice a week for an hour. That's all that they do with that tutor.
Of course my mom would be troubled by that. Plus, she's too far away from us.
I know that. She had started an argument with me about not wanting to have the kids until dusk every night when I had brought it up the first time. She didn't even attempt to consider maybe watching them every once in a while. So I have been taking care of all of their scheduling. And you? What have you been doing? Just trying to make me feel bad about sending them to the tutors? So where do you want the kids to go? Should they just be home until I get off of work, all alone by themselves? What would happen if there was an accident at the house? Or worse, what if there were to be a crime at the house and the kids were exposed to it? That would be abuse.
Why are you expecting such drastic things to happen?
Because we have to give a lot of thought to her home life. These are our children. Just playing with them one time over the weekend is never going to be enough to raise them, you know.
Do you know how tired I am after work?
So you're implying that I'm not doing enough at work to be tired. I work too.
Fine, I get it. I'll try a bit harder.
Look at the accounting app. We'll talk about this again after you have looked at it for a bit. Have you checked on it yet?
Yes, I am right now.
Just at this month so far?
I've looked at the past 2 months' worth.
We've been married for 12 years now. You've only looked at the past 2 months of our finances?
How am I supposed to look at 12 years' worth of accounting at once?
You should at least pretend to care about our finances. Jeez.
How could I do more than that? I checked it.
Fine. So are you still comfortable suggesting that we should indeed just send your mother money from our conversation that we had earlier?
We're a bit tight this month.
Thank you for understanding now.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Yeah, now you see that it is a bit out of reach. There's nothing that we can do for her right now. I was worried about having no choice but to say no to your mother on the phone. I didn't have the will to do it, so I just said that I would look into it. Could you call her back and explain the situation to her? I want to find a different route to tell her.
Let's just cancel our automatic saving installments.
What savings are you talking about?
I see that we're putting some money into savings. We should cancel those.
Honey, why would you suggest that? That installment plan is so that we can pay for the kids' university deposits. We need to be contributing to that fund bit by bit even this early on. Did you forget about that?
I know about it, but still, we're in a tight situation right now. This would be the type of situation that anyone would get a little stressed about money with, so we should stop those installment transfers. If we cancel them now, then we'll be able to replenish them in the future, no problem. It's still a long time until the kids have to worry about getting into a university.
I can't really see the logic in what you're saying about this. They're already getting old enough to worry about their futures. Besides, did you think that all of that savings amount came from us alone? We were already tight on money, but needed to pay for their fees right now, so I had to borrow a pretty large amount from my own mom. That was just in order to replenish what we already had. That is already happening to us. It isn't just a problem we can put off until some time in the future. We shouldn't be relying on my mom to put money into their savings, so I don't know how you could suggest that we can just cancel those transfers. And then what? We start asking your mother for money too?
This seems like it could be a special situation. We're in a bit of a crisis. I don't think there's anything that we can do but cancel them.
How could we stop those transfers just to give that money to your mother for her business? Do you think that sounds smarter?
Why are you getting up on me so much about this? Do you treat your own parents like this as well?
What are you talking about? My parents aren't going to just open up their banks for us to play around in. Don't you know that they're trying to plan for their retirement?
They're trying to plan so they're comfortable in the future too. Whatever, you should have been the one to tell her that we're in a tough situation and couldn't do it.
I will not. I have already made my stance on this clear. I won't cancel the savings payments.
Honey!
Go talk to your mother about this again. I won't be the bearer of bad news. I already do enough. Hello, how are you? I'm doing okay. I got a call yesterday from your husband. I think he should have given you a call, yes. I apologize for that. What do you mean? Why should you be sorry? We aren't exactly in the best situation right now. It was really difficult for me to tell you that myself. I don't really know what you're talking about. He transferred the money to me right away. I am no longer in any difficult situation because of it. I had just called to tell you thank you for deciding to give me that money for my business. Are you implying that you didn't know that he sent me the money? What? He sent you that money anyway? Yes, we called 3 days ago and he transferred it to me right away. Did you not hear anything about that? No, this is the first time I am being made aware of it. Do you mind telling me how much money did you two decide on? Which money did he use? Someone in your line of work should really learn how to handle their money. I don't want to have to nag you to do that myself. What? My line of work? A father should have the right to make these kinds of decisions. I don't mean to be so blunt, but how could you be remorseful about my son giving his own mother money when she needs some help? Shouldn't I be the one that is remorseful now? It's not that, and I told him that. We don't have a lot of financial freedom right now. We have the kids' school fees to pay, and we have loans to pay off. I showed him the accounting book, and I thought that was the end of that conversation. I guess he didn't understand anything that I was saying. You shouldn't be bickering at me about how you actually don't have enough money to run your family. If you're in that sort of situation, then stop spending money. My son should be the one that has the last say over your finances. I'm sorry? He is the head of the household. He should have more say over the finances than you do. It's really a shame that you're saying that to me. I think you need to understand that in order to live in a successful marriage, that we both need to have control over the finances. I go to work and make money for this family just the same as he does. I've not been able to rest for a day since we got married 12 years ago. Hey now, you shouldn't be trying to flaunt your power by saying that you make more money than he does. I'm not saying that I do. So then what are you trying to say? He makes more in a year than you do. That should constitute him as the head of the house. On his salary, sure. He does make $800 more than I do a year, so I guess that does mean he's making a higher salary than I am. Do you think that making that much money is easy? Of course not. It is pretty difficult. I also have to work just as hard to make my own money. Hey now! I should also be treated as one of the heads of the household. He is not the sole head of the house, so if he needs to make any large financial decisions, he should be consulting with me first. How much did he send you? Well, I don't really know. Really? I think you guys should talk it over first. I just wanted to call and let you know that I was thankful for it. I didn't think that I would be the one to get scoffed at. I think you need to watch your temper. Hey, don't get angry with me. You need to understand what kind of situation we're in. There is no reason for me to know. Did he by any chance cancel our savings installments? How would I know that? If he would have cut that off, I think you need to give us back what he sent you. That needs to go into our savings to pay the kids' school fees off. I have even been borrowing some of my own mom's money to save for their university tuition fees. I think you two need to talk about this first. Why did you have to bring me into it? Now you're saying that I should give it back to you? Why are you trying to pick a fight with me? How could I be trying to pick a fight with you? In our entire marriage, has there ever been a time that I've tried to make you upset? You've done very well the entire time. But this... I don't think there has ever been a time that I've even come close to being negligent towards you. This is the first time that I have ever heard you upset, but even at that, these savings are really important to us. These kids are all but in elementary school. How could we already be bringing up their university tuitions? That surely is strange in itself. But I guess that is a whole other conversation. Excuse me? How could it be strange? It is barely unreasonable to think that we should be planning for our children's futures. It makes me really upset that you would think such a thing. Your father also had a business that he had to let go of while you were growing up. Did you not turn out all right? It won't be such a long time until I am successful again, so please be patient and let this all go through so you can see some reward yourself. Stop nagging your husband about this. You can't just do this to me. Your mother called me today.
Oh, really? What did you talk about?
She called me to thank me for sending her that money. You know that though, right?
My mom can be like that, making calls to thank people just to be polite.
What do you mean just to be polite?
Just that. There isn't anything that my mom does that doesn't imply something else is going on in the background. So she must have had some plan to call you about this. It probably meant something else entirely. She really should not have done that. We don't need that kind of reassurance.
Is that what is important right now? You shouldn't be talking like that.
We had to come to an agreement on it, so nothing passed that should be of any concern. The way that you're talking about it makes it seem like you don't think that anymore.
What agreement? What are we talking about right now?
Let's quit talking about this for now.
No. I still have something to say.
What would we have to talk about? I thought we already got this over with.
Where exactly did you get that money from?
What do you mean where? It's my money.
Where exactly is your money? Where do you keep it currently?
It was my money that was saved for emergencies. That's what it should have been used for.
Where in the world would you have found a stash of money that could be used for savings? You don't even keep a checkbook. How could you have come across a bucket of money like that?
I had just gotten it by saving little by little.
Do not lie to me. You must have used the savings we had been contributing to together. You canceled the installment payments, didn't you? That was supposed to be used for our children's school fees right now and then their university tuitions later.
Fine, I canceled the payments.
Honey, I told you that we shouldn't be dipping into absolutely any of our savings yet.
There was nowhere else that I could get that money. That is my parents' business. How could I not want to help them? I'm their son. How could I not have helped them? Where else were they supposed to get that assistance from?
Are you not thinking about your own children?
It's still so far out that we have to think about any of that. They're still in elementary school. Stop trying to bring things up that don't matter right now in the place in life that they're in.
I don't think this is getting through to you.
You're the one that's making it difficult to comprehend.
Fine, let's just say that I am overreacting about this. Let's settle on that part. Still, you shouldn't have used that money. It was all from my mom. It wasn't even our money.
Is her name written down on it? Why would it matter who it comes from? That is our money still in the end. It's in our account.
How does that matter more? It's my parents. They should have just kept it for themselves and their retirement if I knew that you were going to misuse it like this. They were willing to contribute little by little alongside us while we save for our children, and you had the audacity to lay your hands on it?
Are you done yet? What do you mean by lay my hands on it? Did I do something rash?
Honey, you know that is not what I am saying.
Of course it is. What else would it be? You're saying that I just used up all of that money for no reason off of some whim? You're implying that I'm gambling by investing? No, lending money to my parents for their business. Gambling? I am doing no such thing. My father had a stream of money cut off from him because some of his customers had messed up the settlement and payment agreement. That's something that threatened his current situation. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? You're just going off on me without knowing the context of why I'm trying to help them out. They said they only need that much money right now and will be able to pay it back later. You're gonna get all the money back, so where did it even go?
The last time this happened, we never got the money back. You had said the same exact thing last time.
Do you think running a business is easy? You just got money every month and pay the bills? Of course you wouldn't know what actually goes on.
What do you mean?
Your parents have been on salary their entire lives. Of course you wouldn't have any sense of what running a business actually entails.
Are you finished undermining me? Why are you bringing up my father again?
Complaining about having a monthly salary is the most privileged thing you could do. How could you understand how hard it is from the perspective of having a steady stream of income?
Fine. I don't know what your parents are going through with their finances, but I do know what it's like to have my parents' possessions stolen from them from someone with no shame.
Money stolen from them? Without shame? Don't you think you're coming at this a little harshly again?
Now I'm the one being harsh? Do you know what you said about my father?
I'm just stating the truth of this situation. How could that possibly make you so upset?
So now I am being sensitive? In this predicament that you are putting our family through?
Oh gosh, let's just stop talking about this, please.
Honey, call your mother. Take that money back.
I'll figure it out myself.
Honey! Something pretty bad happened.
What happened? Are you all right?
We're going under. Something is happening with the house.
What? What is wrong with the house?
James attached our house under a joint surety with his father's business.
What? What does that mean?
I don't even know exactly. I am losing my mind thinking about this. I have been looking everywhere for a way to fix this, but I can't possibly find a way to. If the house is going to be given up like this, we're going to be in a mountain of debt.
What in the world? What is your husband doing about this?
He said that he was going to try and do something about it, but he hasn't been home in a few days, so I haven't been able to see a solution on anything. He took time off of work to deal with his father's business and deal with his clients. He's running around trying to fix everything, but he's seeing that no progress is being made.
Oh gosh, what is going to happen?
He had kept the surety agreement a secret from me. I had no idea this whole business venture was so important to us.
I don't really know anything about the business stuff either. Is he able to let go of the business and find a solution through this by that kind of means?
He said that his father went bankrupt.
Oh gosh, are his parents all right?
They have to sell their house as well. I have no idea. I don't know how any of this is going to be solved, and I don't think there's a way out of anything.
Julie, let's try to relax before we start thinking about anything else.
What are we going to do about the kids?
We could take the kids in for a bit while you guys figure this out. We can look after them for a while.
Are you able to do that? I know that your health isn't very good right now. I don't know how you could take care of 2 children.
I am your mother. I can take care of you while you are struggling. I might not be able to help out in any other ways, but of course I can help with this.
Oh, thank you so much. I am so sorry. I have to ask for your help, though.
There's no reason to apologize for anything. It's going to be okay. I am so sorry that I can't be of any more help to you guys right now.
Don't say that. You're being very reliable right now.
Oh, this is tough. I hope your husband is able to control anything that is happening right now for his parents. For the time being, let me take care of the kids. Try not to worry too much.
Thank you so much, Mom. Hello?
Why do you sound like that? Are you all right?
Of course. I'm doing okay. Have you been all right?
I don't really know how I'm feeling. I don't remember any of it. I've lost my train of thought and what happened, and I have been sore all over.
I bet.
Yeah. How are your parents doing? Has anything happened to them?
What do you mean? They're working a lot of overtime right now. They need the money, so yeah.
Oh, how did this all happen to us?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I heard from your son that you ended up moving?
Yeah, we were basically thrown out of our other building.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It is my first time ever living in a place like this. I don't know what happened for us to be living in a single room like this at our age. I am quite devastated. I don't know how we could have ruined ourselves like this.
Well, I understand that you're upset about this all, but we are all going through this together.
Right? Who else could say that right now?
Your son is working 2 jobs right now. He's working night shifts in a chauffeur service. We don't see his face at all anymore.
Of course, the poor boy. I know how much he is working. I'm extremely grateful for him. Very grateful. But to be living in a place like this, a tiny 1-room... Oh, never mind. I'll stop talking about it.
We struggled a lot to be able to put down the deposit for that place, as you may know. We are in a crisis ourselves right now. We aren't even able to find a place to live ourselves, so we are camping on the floor of my parents' home. Please, don't be like this right now.
Oh, whatever. Is my son eating well?
What?
He's been working day and night, having to be in the chauffeur service. I want to ask if you've been being a good housewife for him. He better be staying healthy.
I am a housewife? I am working a full-time job at the same time as a side job. I have not been able to even lay down. Is that what you think a housewife is?
Oh, you're even trying to find fault with me saying that now. You're turning pretty scary. I'm not able to say anything anymore without you getting mad about it.
We are talking about this because you had the audacity to bring it up. Do you think I am struggling right now all to just make my husband happy?
What do you mean?
Do you think that we were able to pay your down deposit for reasons beyond my own? Do you not think that if we knew about your business ventures and that surety that we would be in this position?
Of course not. What are you talking about? It's been your husband. He's dealing with this.
Of course, he is my husband and he has been working hard, but I am also his wife. He is not the sole person that is running this household. How would we be in this position if he had just let me know about that surety? It was all a big secret kept from me that I couldn't have possibly prepared for.
Fine. This is all my fault. We're just dirty, low-life, know-nothings that are ruining your life. Is that what you're trying to say?
Of course. You know that I don't mean any of this like that.
Then what are you trying to get me to understand?
I had signed a surety agreement without my own knowledge, so I wasn't able to prepare for this type of situation. That is why we have fallen this low.
So are you saying that is all my son's fault that you are here right now? He has done nothing wrong.
What?
What in any shape or form did my son do to get us in this situation? My children are supposed to take care of me, and they're supposed to work hard to guarantee me a better life than their own. Do you know how well I raised him, that he still has that sense of responsibility for me? We as parents did all we could do to help him, so now he is supposed to be doing all he can to help us.
His responsibility? So you think that has anything to do with your own children?
What do you mean?
Can you please just understand that you have grandchildren? Don't you think that is also who you need to be thinking about?
The kids? Why? They're doing just fine at your parents' house with you.
Yes, of course. My parents are doing absolutely everything for them right now. That is what I mean. We had to suddenly uproot them from their school in order to move them and put them in an entirely new environment. They have been struggling as well. I don't know how else to beg for just a little bit of understanding from you.
If they're doing fine, then what about it? Why are you trying to make this a big deal? You're making this into something entirely different than it needs to be.
How could I be making this into something that it's not? The kids are still young, but they know exactly what is happening to them. How do you think that this is making them feel? How is that me blowing this up into something that is unnecessary? Meanwhile, you guys have done absolutely nothing to help out with them. You have done absolutely nothing to hint that you want anything to do with them. Moreover, you haven't even asked a single time if my parents are doing all right in this situation. You're the one that is becoming a bit strange through all of this. If you haven't cared before, that is.
I bet the kids are doing just fine. As for your parents, I bet that they're doing well. They aren't living in a small, single room like we are. I bet that their backs aren't hurting as bad as mine. Ugh, never mind. I don't think that I should be delivering you any niceties.
What? You are being absolutely ridiculous.
No, I am not. I am grateful for your parents. Surely I am. But this is the realistic situation. I heard that they won't even be going into a home when they get older. Their home must be that nice. The environment must be nicer, so much better quality than ours is right now. Why would I have to worry about them? I have enough to deal with and worry about with myself right now.
I am not saying that at all, and I don't think you mean what you're saying right now.
I am only saying this because you asked for it. How many properties do your parents own? It costs a certain amount to build, and it costs a certain amount to sell, do they not?
What are you implying?
Ugh, nothing. I don't mean anything by it. It's not something that needs to mean anything. I'm just bringing it up because I was curious. something that I heard your parents talk about before, with there being a large site somewhere. If they would calculate the cost of that land, I wonder if there would be a large payout. The transportation there must be good, and there would be a lot that could come out of it if it were to be sold afterwards.
They're planning on doing something with it with their retirement funds. Did your son say something to you about this? Or,
Perhaps, but it was just something that happened to come up in conversation. So, do parents have a loan out right now?
well, yes, a small one.
How much is it?
Why are you so curious? Why would you be allowed to ask me that?
Oh, I am just curious. It doesn't have to mean anything. I was just jealous. Jealous of what they seem to have right now. I had planned to be in a 4-bedroomed house by this stage. I'm just upset at our current situation, so I wanted to ask about yours.
I get it, but
I was just hoping that they may not be further along as we are right now, but I guess they are, and that makes me jealous. You know, I did hear that besides the house and the site, that maybe they also have some free funds that they could use up if they needed.
what? They're at the stage where they have planned very well for their retirement, but your son really go on about that all with you?
What? No, it's not that at all. We didn't talk about anything.
Then what is it?
I said it was nothing. Oh, my back just really hurts. I should go on and lay down. I don't have a bed, so let me look over here for what I sleep on.
Oh, sure. Are you resting today? You aren't going out to work?
Yeah, I'm very tired. I think that I need to take the day off and rest.
Sure, I think that is a good idea. You had been working for so long. I think that is reasonable to rest now. Your face looks so pale. It's making me sad how tired you are.
Well, yeah, it's been hard, but I think I'm worrying about my mom more than I'm worrying about how we're doing.
Why your mother? Did something happen?
I can't believe that she would be living in that kind of apartment. Her back isn't doing very well on top of that.
You keep bringing up the house. Why is it always about the house that they're in? Honestly, I didn't think that it was all that bad.
Do you think living in a box of a room like that would be a good situation for them?
Of course not. It is worse than where they were originally. But we are doing everything that we can for them right now. Honestly, the place she is living in is even better considering the position they had put us all in.
What are you saying?
We were the ones that had to put the deposit down for that house. They couldn't even afford to do it themselves, so we had to do it for them. Honey, now that this is being brought up between us, don't you think that the payments on this place are a bit difficult to manage? Do you think that we should switch the payment plan that we're on?
Why would you even bring that up? Have you not even looked at the house we're staying in right now? Compared to the house that we put them in, they're really going through it. How could we steep even lower than that for them? The price differences wouldn't be worth it at all.
Do you think the exact state of the house that they're living in should be the central problem right now? How are two people supposed to handle their entire rent? That has always been regarded as unreasonable.
What are you saying? We're the ones that should be paying the rent. Who else would be the ones to pay it?
What? Shirley, did you happen to pay the rent last month?
Of course I did. How could we have afforded to pay it otherwise? I'm their only son. We aren't able to do anything else for them right now.
What kind of money are you spending to cover them? You have been working in the chauffeur service in order to pay for our basic living expenses. How on earth are we going to pay for your parents' rent on top of this?
We're still really young. On top of that, you're working too. If my mom would hear how you're speaking of her right now, then she would be really upset.
Honey, is how your mother feeling right now the root of the problem? In this reality? Are we not living on the floor of my parents' home right now?
Well, I actually wanted to talk to you about that.
What?
Once that house your parents are working on is built, do you think that someone would be able to live in it for a while?
Who? Us?
Of course not. I'm talking about my parents. The air would be great there, and it seems like it would be a huge home. The traffic looks great and the architecture looks really stable. It would be a moon away from where they are right now. Don't you think that would make them really happy? My mom would be able to recuperate very well in there.
So you're saying that your mom and dad should just move in there? The house that my parents are investing in and building for their retirement? Fine, let's just imagine that for a moment. Would your mother be able to pay a rent? A down deposit?
What do you mean by down deposit? It would be a transaction based on the family. We should be doing a favor for them being still so young.
Honey, we are in a really difficult situation right now. On top of that, we are helping out your mother and father with a place to live. How could we possibly do more for them when they aren't even willing to take their own grandchildren in for a while? While we are working to support two families simultaneously, they aren't the ones that are lending us a floor to lay down on at night, are they? So, are you saying that we should be giving them some things that they can help us with?
Of course not, that would be ridiculous. Why are you suggesting things so out of the ordinary? We wouldn't even be living with them. We wouldn't even be able to see their faces.
That house is and is going to be meant for them to move into later on. Why in the world would we let them move in instead? You can't just be conjuring up imaginary plans like this. Where would my parents go then, if they didn't have that home? When the construction on that house is finished, they will be selling this house. We shouldn't even be focusing on your mother and father. We need to worry about ourselves.
My father's business is a bit more urgent right now. All of that is important too, but all of that is still far out from us. The rent that we should be paying them is the smallest kindness that we're providing them. That's why I decided to pay them.
Honey, stop saying things that don't make sense.
Can you just ask your parents about what we're talking about?
Absolutely not. There is no reason to. My parents shouldn't be the ones carrying your family on their back either. You are the one that should be worried sick right now. You should be apologizing for what you did to us.
How could I be sorry? There's no other savings that we can use to tie us over anymore. You should be acting more like a daughter-in-law. We still have a lot of time for ourselves. You're really over-exaggerating about all of this.
I get it. We are children of someone else, so we should be helping them, but we also have children of our own. My heart hurts for the simple fact that we can't even raise our children for ourselves right now. I feel like I have to apologize to death to my parents for this, to our children, my parents. Do you have nothing to say to them? Are you not sorry about doing this to them?
How did we get into this situation? Do you remember? Do you think that I did this on purpose?
I get it. There was nothing you could do about their situation, but you need to start thinking about my parents as well. There is nothing that they can do about this either. Just think about how they are dealing with this for 1 second.
You are overreacting so much to this. How could you be so cold to my parents?
Listen.
Whatever, never mind. Stop yelling at me.
We only have a short amount of time to leave this house.
What are you saying so suddenly? We have to move out?
What do you mean all of a sudden? We've talked about this before. I made sure you understood many times. My parents' home is going to be finished and we're going to move out of here.
How are we still living like this? So they're saying that they're kicking us out?
This house has already been sold, so there is no other option for us than to speed up the process. This was going to happen eventually. I also should warn you about something. We will need to ask my father for more help. There is no way that we're able to handle this on our own. He saw what exactly our situation entailed and felt terrible for us, so he's going to let us in on the balance that they're getting us from this house and let us borrow it. I never wanted to take anything from him, but we have no other choice in order to make this possible for us.
What? A balance? How much is it?
He said that he would lend us the amount for another deposit on a place to move into. He asked us to look around for a place and then we can get back to him on how much it's going to be. Oh, this is so awful.
The balance of the house? How much is it exactly?
Honey, you are the most concerned about how much it is? That is what you think is the most important thing right now?
No, but if you're saying that he's going to give us some money, then I want to be sure exactly how much it is. If he has anything else he's able to spare, do you think that you could ask him to raise the amount a bit?
Honey, how could you possibly be asking about that?
What am I saying that is that wrong? We need to know how much we have to budget. While we're at it, we should look at another place for my parents. You know how bad my mom's back is. Do you know how badly that house is making my mom feel? If your parents would have any spare money, we would really be able to help them out.
Honey, my parents are really just feeling sorry for us in the situation that we're in right now. They really just want to help us. How do you think we look right now, living on the floor of my parents' house? You don't have anything to say to them?
Of course I'm sorry and grateful for them, but we need to think about our whole family. Your parents are doing well for themselves. Having spare money that they're just sitting on and not thinking about how my parents could be coping with this situation.
What in the world are you talking about? My mom and dad? Do you not know how much money they are already lending us out of their spare funds? It is an absolutely ridiculous amount. They are deathly worried about us.
What do you mean unreasonable when they indeed have it just sitting there? My parents are living in a box room, sleeping on the floor. Don't you think that they should be pitying my parents as well?
Are you really not sorry for this? About what you're putting my parents through?
No, being able to help with the money that they have but choosing not to do, that is crazy.
So you're saying that they shouldn't have helped us out before?
Well, of course not. If they would have just given us a little bit more money for my father's business, then none of this would have ever happened.
Honey, you can't possibly say something like that.
But I'm right. Don't you think that my father was completely aware of the money that your parents have and had chosen not to help them? If they would have helped us out as fast as they could manage, then they would have reaped multiple times the rewards from that same money. They obviously knew about the situation that we're in, but they didn't even have the pity to reach out to them and are just staying quiet in the background still.
You really should watch what you're saying right now. This is getting ridiculous. How in the world could you make the promise that they would have saw literally anything come from the money that they might have loaned out to them? You're looking past what we can do for ourselves and peek into my parents' personal matters to repair the fault that your own father couldn't fix with his own business.
You can't talk about his business while you know nothing about what kind of world they have to live in being in it.
No matter how clueless I am about their business, I know how to handle money. How could he have not been able to identify where his money was going and stop it?
He wasn't able to know. How could he know? Stop attacking him.
You are the one that needs to stand your own ground and shut up. What in the world? How could you possibly wrestle your way into stealing my parents' money so easily? Do you have no shame?
Am I not allowed to bring it up? How could they not be feeling for their situation right now? I am.
You cannot be the one that is most upset right now. How are you able to say that?
Why am I not allowed to be upset about this? If they have the means and the money to help us out? Do you know how my parents are living right now? Have you ever even been inside that house? You haven't even gone to visit them, have you?
I have no reason to be over there right now. How could I?
You're a daughter-in-law, and you're being ridiculous to your mother and father-in-laws. You're being absurd.
You are the one that is being absolutely absurd.
How could I be?
You have no shame in what you're doing and are trying to do for your own family, not thinking about your children. You are refusing to help out with your own children and to be understanding of what they're going through. On top of that, you're asking for even more money from my parents.
Try and change your perspective. If it were your parents that had a business like this and they were going into the red, of course they would have lost all their money in just the same way. We need to help my father and his business before he even begs for help so that this never happens.
Stop trying to show off in a thought experiment that doesn't even exist.
How are you bringing this up again? You aren't giving my parents even the least bit of understanding.
You are the one that should be helping out my parents more. This has gotten so ridiculous.
I am not the one that has blown this out of proportion. Being the daughter of parents that are keeping all of their money for themselves instead of taking their daughter's husband's parents out of a hard situation.
Really? Have you run out of things to say?
Let's just quit this.
James! Oh, what are you doing here? You should have said something if you were going to stop by out of the blue.
I wanted to be able to see your parents here in person. I have a few things that I thought I should say to them.
Oh, my parents? Can I ask what for?
Do your parents happen to be here right now?
No, they have stepped out for a bit. My father will be a little late this evening as well.
I can wait for a bit if that is the case.
Sure, I guess you can wait in here?
I wanted to say that I am really grateful about how much you're helping us out. I don't know who else in this world would be able to lend us such a huge favor. Of course, I wouldn't want to accept it without expressing my gratitude.
What favor are you talking about? Something from my parents?
I heard it from James, that you would be able to help us out a bit.
What? What did he say to you?
It's not money that is just being given to us. I understand that it is being lent. That is the extent of what I heard from him. That surely isn't easy to do, so I am quite grateful for it. I know that your parents have been working hard their entire lives to be able to retire into a bed of wealth. I bet that they're going to be very comfortable regardless.
What do you mean? Sure, you understand that this is the extent to how my parents are assisting us? The money they're helping us out with isn't exactly just free money for them. They had seen what kind of predicament we were in and felt that there was no other way to save us.
Of course, living with your parents must have been a whole lot more comfortable than what we are living in right now.
I have no idea what he would have said to you, but I am starting to not have a great feeling about why you are here.
Anything that is free should be up for grabs for the family.
What?
James had gone to our little apartment and felt bad for us there. So I wanted to come by and just learn a bit more about what kind of house this is going to be.
What? Your house?
Yes. I thought that I should know more about what kind of house that we're moving all together into. Have yours not moved in yet?
Us all together?
Yeah, that is what I am referring to. It must have been a lot of effort from your parents, so I wanted to come and thank them for it. How am I supposed to continue living in that tiny apartment that you have us in? Doing all the housework is even a pain. I can barely handle it. I think that it is great that we would all be moving in together so we can divvy up the responsibilities.
You were saying that we are going to be divvying up the housework? Did he say that we would be living together off of the money that my parents are lending us?
Why are you saying it like that? Are you worried that it is going to be really uncomfortable?
No, I am just really flustered. I had heard nothing about this until now. Is this what you two were talking about?
Not being able to figure out what is going on in your own household. How could you be so oblivious to this again? Why are you making my son do each and everything for you? Of course, not forgetting that he is doing a wonderful job at it.
Hey now, what do you mean by himself? And this is the extent that he is doing a wonderful job? By making false promises and letting you come into my parents' home asking for bucket loads of money?
What are you implying? Antagonizing everything that he has done.
I am doing just that. By having to let go of our own home, being in debt, to paying your rent for you, shamelessly begging that my parents give us money. Now he is promising that we will all be moving in together using my own parents' money?
Hey, you should be following what my son is saying rather than trying to bicker with me about it. Do you think that my son has bad intentions doing this for us? He broke a sweat trying to fix everything and make the situation better.
Of course, I know that. He has been working really hard. I am not saying that he has been trying to wrong us all from the beginning. But we have been just trying to survive. This isn't what is going to make the situation better, and it isn't what is happening.
What? You have been just fighting to survive?
Yeah, I absolutely mean that. For the children of your son, we have been doing everything that we can. I have been fighting for this family in front of my own children. You don't have anything to say to me about that?
Why would I do anything about that? Back in the day, the husband would be the one who was making all the financial decisions. This is just the natural course of things, and now you're trying to slight that? Do you know how to behave, even towards your mother-in-law?
You are being a bit ridiculous. He has been pulling things like this for years now, and all that I have been doing is trying to support my family. Do you not worry about us? Are you not worrying about your grandchildren? You even refuse to help contribute anything to their education fees until now. How could you keep receiving things without wanting to help out at all?
Everything that has happened has led to this moment, right? Besides, none of this has concerned me, has it? Your husband has been doing everything for you up until this point. How could you be causing a scene like this without acknowledging that first?
None of this is because your son has been helping us. It has all come from my parents.
All of us are in one big family. Your money is my money, just as the next person. We're supposed to be helping each other out.
Ah, I see this is exactly what your son has said to me.
What do you mean?
This is the only thing he has to say when we talk about money. We have to help out those in the family. If there's any spare money, then we should be just giving it out to anybody.
What is wrong with that? Why are you staring at me like that?
That's right. I will not continue with this. I quit.
What? What are you saying?
I will not live with you like this in one household.
What? Why not?
I think I'm going to separate myself from this mess. I am going to file for a divorce.
Why are you bringing up divorce so suddenly? Have you spoken to your husband about this yet?
He has been making a whole bunch of rash decisions by himself from the beginning. Why should it be different when I do it? I am deciding to do this alone, and I will figure out how to make it happen.
All by yourself? That isn't going to work. I need to call...
Sure, try and do that. Call him. I don't ever want to talk to that man again. I can never get anything into his thick skull.
Hey, just relax for a minute. You're going to get divorced with kids? Do you think that's going to be easy?
I have been fighting to survive in front of my kids, but I will no longer put up with it. Getting a divorce and figuring out how to make this happen is going to be the easiest of my problems thus far.
Divorce is not going to be any easier. Do you think that makes sense at all? Do you know how important it is to stay loyal to your family?
Sure, I am staying loyal to the family. I am going to figure this out for my own family.
What are you saying?
My parents have been working their entire lives to fight for their family. For me to come in and ruin their savings and their plans, that would be despicable. I am not doing any of that.
How could this be ruining them?
Do you know how much of their savings have already been spent on this whole situation? Can you possibly imagine how much this is going to help them for living the life that they wanted? Do you want to completely use up all of what they have set aside for their retirement on our brand new home that is just going to fall into your lap?
Fall into my lap? That is what you're accusing me of? After everything that I have worried about for you, I am getting this in return?
Actually, no. Your son is more of the problem here.
What do you mean? What are you implying about my son?
That man who happens to be my husband, he hasn't ever been the parent of my children. He has always just been your son. I hope that has made you very happy. I hope you live a much happier life together with him than I ever did.
Wait, just relax now. We need to speak calmly about this.
Nope, I will not. I don't have anything else to say to you.
If you get divorced, how would you expect us to help you afterwards? It would make the whole situation a bit awkward. Please just relax and let's all talk about this together when he gets back, okay?
Hey, are you still trying to talk about my parents' money?
Hey, you're scaring me now. Why do we have to resort to yelling?
My parents are not going to give you any money, and I will be getting a divorce. I don't want anything to do with you.
Why? You can't do that. You should learn how to live through hard situations and cooperate with family through thick and thin.
I will not. This is how I am going to move forward. I am going to live on and take care of my parents. Who else is going to do that?
What do you mean? What about our financial situation?
Don't even think about asking for money again. I will not be giving your son any money. You should start figuring out a way to get it yourself.
Hey, don't say that.
I have never wanted to do anything for you.
Hey!
The man that I married had been a sweet and sincere person while we were dating. He had a particular fondness toward my family, and he looked like he wanted to do everything he could to take care of our own family. I decided that I would want to marry someone such as him who was waiting for a big and happy family, but after we married, he started to show other sides of himself that I never could have expected. He never considered my children or I as part of his family. The love that he had for his family actually was only directed toward his parents. So as time went on and I looked into the future of things would get better for us, I was wondering why I was still married to him. Year after year, time went on and I waited for my own feelings to change. It had been 12 years of waiting. For 12 years, my husband only had his eyes on his parents. The only responsibilities that he took within the household were trivial errands, all the while he lusted after money. My children and I were always on the back burner, waiting for him to get around to us. Particularly in our last moments where we were dealing with his father's business, we had lost an incredible amount of money. He started to use our own savings and assets to try and get him through the dark period in the business. He had never agreed to that. He took it upon himself to decide what was right to contribute. They were not able to get through that situation, and his father's business ended up crumbling down until it was closed for good. It had impacted our family just the same. He had sold our home to cover his father's bankruptcy and ended up pushing us out on the streets. Fortunately, my parents pitied our situation and were able to help us out and use the funds that they had been meticulously saving all of their lives to instead help us recuperate. It had been very shameful, but I had still been grateful for the help that my parents granted us while my husband was not. He had only had eyes on his remaining assets that my parents had. He had set out on the plan to use my parents' retirement money and move us all into one big home. Even worse than that, he had accused my parents for being bad people and not wanting to help them out from the very beginning. His mother ended up coming directly to her house in order to express her gratitude to my parents because he had expressed that the money for this new place was going to be coming from my parents. I had only kept this all going because he was the father of my children, but the very moment that they started to prey on my parents, I decided that I was going to file for a divorce. I'm still in the process of preparing for the divorce. My husband comes to my parents' house every day and begs for forgiveness. My parents had seen how bad of a situation he was in and wanted to let him in to talk about it, but I am standing firm in my decision. I will never have anything else to say to a man that pities his mother more than he wants to take care of his own children. I am now on my own path in figuring out how to be a better daughter to my parents. Thank you for your patience in getting through this long story. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought in the comments. Bye!
I got a coupon to use at a local chicken restaurant. I really can't wait to use it. I love the taste of the chicken at Max's Chicken House. It's so good and actually kind of reasonably priced. Sweet and sour is really good, and the Vietnamese chicken is good too. I really can't wait to get down there and eat some fried chicken. I've not had it in a long time. I've been trying to be more healthy, but I think it's time to pig out now. Do you want to come with me sometime? We can go together. It'll be really fun. I'm not really a big fan of chicken. I'm more of a beef person myself. Maybe you could go on your own. I don't want you to waste that coupon on me. Or maybe you have a better friend who really likes chicken? I just thought you might like to come with me. I thought I'd ask you first. I thought everyone liked fried chicken. If you come, they might have a beef item on the menu. I really like fried chicken myself. I don't think there is any taste if it's not fried. I'd rather you just went and ate on your own. I'm not really into chicken. Something about the texture of it freaks me out. You've been over to my place a few times recently and eaten a lot here. I think you can just go on your own and enjoy the chicken by yourself. I don't think you need to eat this kind of food all the time. I'm just not into it myself. Why do you have to be so defensive over a bit of chicken? Is it really that bad? Does it annoy you that much? I always like spending time with you. That's why I often come over to your place. I didn't realize it was a problem for you. You should have told me in advance. You just do what you want to do. You don't need me to do everything with you. If you want chicken, then go and eat it yourself. I don't want to be a part of it. We can live our own lives and not get in each other's way. You come to my place all the time and eat free. I've had enough of it. I feel like a machine. I'm always cooking and I don't have time for anything else. I really wish I had more free time. I feel like I'm spending all my time and money making food for you and I don't want to do it any longer. I think you need to take charge of your own life and start cooking more food for yourself. Why do you have to cause so much trouble over this? It's just a bit of chicken. Do you really have to be like this? I think it's nice to keep in touch with family. I go and see Mom and Dad all the time, and I wish you would do the same. You're my sister. Why can't we be nice to each other and eat together? I like coming over to your house. If the cooking was a problem, then you should have told me. It's also hard for me because I have to raise my daughter all on my own. I don't get to talk to many people, so it's always nice to talk to you. You're my sister, and you should really be a bit more friendly to me. Don't you feel for me? I live on my own. It is really sad for you living on your own, but it's your fault and not mine. You got divorced. If you had been a bit nicer with your husband, then maybe it wouldn't have happened. Also, when you come over, my daughter gets a little bit stressed out by it all. I don't want her to feel unhappy just to please you. You can have a nice time with your daughter without us. You don't need to keep coming over here all the time. Holly likes to spend some time on her own at the weekends, and she doesn't want to be disturbed all the time. What's wrong with Holly? Doesn't she like Kate? I wish our daughters could get along with each other and be friends. I wish we could get along with each other too. I think children need to learn how to make friends, so I think it's important that they spend time talking to each other. If you don't like me, then I can understand. But please don't let this have an impact on the children. I don't want them to fall out with each other too. But why do you have to come here all the time? I don't want the burden on my daughter. Take Kate somewhere else for the weekend instead of always coming over here. Stress is really not good for children. They are only young and then don't want to do things that they don't enjoy. I think I've had enough of all of it too. I want more space. I don't want you coming over here all the time. Can we just have some time to ourselves, please? I think from now on it would be nice if you came once a month or something like that. I think it's much more manageable. I hope you can agree to this and then we can both feel a bit happier. It can be the start of a new relationship for the two of us. And the children, of course. Did you really tell Annie that you didn't want her to come over to our house? Why did you do that? You don't like her anymore? I told her. It's not because I don't like her, I just need a bit more space. What do you think? Do you think I went too far? I just told her that I didn't want her to come over every week. I think it's too much. What did she say about it? Is she really angry? Do you agree with her? Of course I think you've done wrong. She doesn't have a husband and she wants to come over here and have us as company. I think we need to be nice to her and let her come over as much as she wants. I would like to think that she would do the same for us if we were in trouble. How can you say that you don't want her here? It's really mean of you. It's really not nice. She phoned me and she was really upset about the whole thing. She wanted me to talk to you and try to change your mind. I think you should get in touch with her as soon as possible and tell her that you didn't mean what you said. If that's what you want me to do, then maybe I could change my mind. But what about all the money I have to spend cooking for her? Why should I pay all that money? She comes over with her kid and they eat so much food. I really can't afford it. Just think of how much it's costing us in the long run. Is it really that bad? Can't you just be a bit generous? I don't think it's that much money at all. She doesn't have a husband and she just wants to eat some food with us. I think we can afford to treat her to some food. Life must be hard for her now she's on her own. I think we need to recognize that. I don't care if she's in a difficult position. The food in our house is for us and not her. She just comes over here and eats as much as she wants and never seems happy about it. She's really been crossing the line as of late. She just does it all too much. They just come in, eat, and then leave without even saying thank you. I feel like we're being robbed. I think you should have a different attitude to members of your own family. It's not stealing if it's family. We are supposed to share with each other and be nice to each other. Family is not the same as a friend or some random person in the street. You seem to be happy when she comes around. I see you smiling and talking to her. I think you're having a good time. I don't know how you can hate your own sister. I really don't understand. I think you two are really alike and you get on really well. She's always asking me to do things for her. Last time she wanted me to make juice for her, so I sat on the sofa and peeled lots of fruit. It was a real pain for me. How can she treat me like that when she comes to my house? I'm not a servant. I think she should be allowed to come over when she wants to. You just have to be nice to your sister. It's just one of those things that you have to do. I really think you need to change your way of thinking. I think you prefer her to me. Do you want me to leave? You can have her over here without me. I don't think we need to do that. This might be my house, but I can't boss you around like that. I just wish you could see what you're doing wrong and change. I don't think I can take this any longer. Why are you always on her side? You do this all the time. You make me feel so unwanted. I feel like I don't belong here with you. Please don't tell me you're going to start talking about getting a divorce again. I don't want you to do that. I think we might be heading for a divorce. You can have my sister here with you all you want. I don't want to be here. What? Are you being serious here? I want a divorce and I want you to leave this house. I want you to go and live with your mom. I don't want to be with you. Do you have to be so over the top about these things? You're really making a big deal out of this. I'm not leaving this house either. You can't just throw me out like that. If we get divorced, then half of this house is mine. It doesn't just belong to you. You can move in with your mother whilst we wait for it to be sold. Then we can have half each. I'm not doing that. Stop being so stupid. You can't just kick me out. You'll have to put up with me. This house belongs to me just as much as it belongs to you. You should be grateful to my mother, too. She paid a lot for this house. If it wasn't for her help, then we might not have been able to buy it. I think you need to rethink what you're saying here. We might be having a little argument, but that's no reason to get divorced. Couples go through this kind of thing and they come out the other end fine. You don't need to be so overdramatic just because I told you to be nicer to your sister. It's not the first time that you've done that. You do it all the time and it really annoys me. I don't want to be with you anymore. You've had a lot of time to change your ways and you didn't do it. You just don't care about me. You don't treat me how I want to be treated. I think you'd be much happier without me. That way you could be with my sister as much as you want. I wouldn't be around to get in your way. Life used to be so fun. When we first got married, I was so happy, but now things are not as good as they used to be. I don't want to go on like this any longer. My one and only life is slipping away whilst I'm unhappy. I can't live like this. I feel like I'm being suffocated by all these things that I have to do. I want to be free to enjoy my life without having to serve on others all the time. You seem to understand everyone but me. I have to draw the line now. I really don't want to go another day like this. Please, just leave my house and never come back. I want to be done with you. You can go and live with your mom and you can take my sister with you. I think you'll have a nice time living together as one big family. Why are you being like this? It's just too much. We are not going to break up over this little thing. I'd be so much happier if you were to go and live with someone else. I want to be on my own. I don't want to be with you anymore. I want you to get out of my house, and if you don't, I'll call the police and tell them about this. You really need to get out of my house. I'm really sorry about what happened between us. Your husband told me all about it. I didn't realize it made you so mad. You can't just kick him out of your house and get a divorce. He needs to live there too. I know he took my side in the argument we had, but we can forget about it. I'm sorry. You could have told me how you feel and I would have changed my mind.
There is nothing more to say. I've made my decision and I don't want to change my mind now.
Don't you think you've gone a little bit too far? Do you really think this is a good enough reason to get a divorce? I'm really sorry if I was the trigger to all of this. I didn't mean to be. I know that things have been hard for you, but I didn't realize it was this hard. I didn't know you were this stressed out about things. Had I known, then I would have behaved very differently. I think this is a great opportunity to change things and make our relationship better.
What are you talking about?
I used to come over to your house a lot and I didn't do any housework. I now realize that this was wrong. Next time I come over, I'll bring some food and then help you around the house. I really want to be good to you from now on. If you want to, you could even pay me to do work around your house. I could be the housemaid. We can decide the price at a later date.
What kind of talk is this? Are you losing your mind? Are you going crazy? You can't just change what you did in the past. You've been irritating me for so long, it's difficult to change how I feel now. I really don't know what's gotten into you. Do you even realize how much I've done for you?
I think I'm starting to understand and appreciate what you did for me. I also think that we could be even closer in the future. I'm really struggling to pay the rent right now, so I was hoping to come and live with you. Do you think that would be a good idea?
This just keeps getting worse and worse. I can't believe you would even suggest that.
I'm sorry. I lost my job after an argument with my boss. It might take me a while to find a new job, and until then, I might need to come and live with you. I really wish you could help me here.
Do I have to help you out?
Who else is going to help me? I need you. Even if you break up with your husband, I still want to come and live with you. I really need a place to stay. You know how expensive rent is these days. I'm really struggling to afford it.
I think you need to look after yourself. You can't keep relying on me. You need to learn to look after yourself. I've done enough for you already, and I don't want to do any more. I divorced my husband and got the rights to look after our daughter, Holly. I was living in that house all on my own for a while. He moved out and started renting a place. As for my sister, I think she might be struggling, but it's not my job to help her. She needs to stand on her own 2 feet. She can't go through life expecting people to help her out all the time. It was hard for me at first, but I learned something every day. I want my daughter to have a good future, so I'm willing to put in work to get there. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Claire, are you there? I think you probably already know what this is about, but when are you going to give me grandchildren? Oh, hello, Francine. It is nice to hear from you too. I hope that you have been doing well. I also hope that we were past the point where you always greet me with the same question, but... So basically, you're saying that you're still not pregnant. I can't guarantee things will go well for you in this family if you don't hurry up. So tell me, when do you think you'll finally get pregnant? Well, it's really a matter that is just up to me, you know? I mean, babies are made with 2 people, so it's not like I can just will myself to become pregnant. And after that, there is the problem of timing it correctly around other life decisions. Basically, I don't think this is really something you can plan out or make an exact schedule for. I was hoping that as a woman that has given birth before that you would be a little more sympathetic to my situation, but... You would be right if you were talking about giving birth back in my day. But things are different now. I mean, surely science and medicine have advanced enough to the point where you can measure out exactly when you'll have one. To be honest, I don't think either of us are really qualified to be making those kinds of statements with any kind of real certainty. After all, neither of us are doctors or even in the medical field. Okay then. If that's how you are going to be, Then why don't you just go to a hospital, have a doctor examine you, and let them decide when would be best for you?
Well, I guess I could do that. But I would want Sam there with me if I did.
What? What does my son have to do with you getting pregnant? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm just one person, right? But it takes 2 people to make a baby. So if I did see a doctor about when we could have one, I would want to go together as a couple.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I just really cannot believe you. Do you know that? Why are you always trying to take my poor Sam down?
Sorry? I don't think I quite understand what you mean by that. I only want the best for him.
Well, if you put even a second of thought more into this idea of yours, you might understand. Do you know how embarrassing it would be for Sam as a man to go into a maternity clinic? He would be a laughing stock. Everyone would think he's a freak. How can you say you want the best for him when you want to make him degrade himself like that?
I'm sorry. I really don't know what I could even say to respond to that. I guess we just don't really see eye to eye on some matters. But that isn't any different than usual.
I knew it. Be honest with me. You can't have any kids, can you?
Are you asking me if I have some sort of condition? Well, like we've established here, I haven't even been to a doctor to seriously look into the possibilities of having a kid, so I really couldn't tell you.
Well then, that is all the more reason to go to the doctors and have them look at you, isn't it? You never know. They might find something, and then you might have to undergo some kind of fertility treatment. Better to catch that sooner than later, I would think.
That's fine. But in any case, I still would want to go to the doctor together with Sam.
I thought I already told you that that plan was no good. He doesn't belong there. Why do you keep insisting on trying to drag him there?
Well, like I said, it takes 2 people to make a baby. What if the problem isn't with me, but with Sam? I am just thinking that if we are going to go to the doctor, then we might as well cover our bases and make sure we're both able to have kids.
Are you trying to insult my poor son? Do you even hear what you are saying about him?
I'm not trying to imply anything about anyone. I'm just saying that, medically speaking, neither of us have any confirmation that we can even have kids.
I am very sorry, dear, but you have just overstepped several boundaries that you should not have. I am afraid that I will have to talk about this in private with the family.
And I'm assuming that your son's wife is not part of said family, correct?
Well, of course! What do you have to do with us? Maybe you should just stay in your own lane and do what your mother-in-law tells you to.
I see. Is that what I should do?
Claire, are you there? We need to talk. I've discussed matters with the family, and we have come to a conclusion together. I would like to share it with you so we can talk about next steps to take. To begin with, we have all decided that it would be best if you divorced Sam.
Excuse me? Why would I do that?
Because we all decided together that it would be best. It was one of the things that we all unanimously agreed on, so there was no getting out of it. We all agreed that this family doesn't need a woman in it if she can't give the family any offspring. That is why I am asking you start the divorce process with Sam right away.
Oh, okay. Wow. So it's all been decided already, huh? I feel like I need to ask. Is Sam going to be coming home at all tonight then?
Are you crazy? Read what I just sent you. You two are about to get divorced. Of course he isn't going to be coming home to you. But that doesn't really matter for you. The house is under Sam's name anyways, so we also ask that you please leave right away and not put up a fight.
Oh, so you were planning to kick me out of the house too. I see. If that's the case, then you can tell Sam it's fine if he goes home.
And just why would I tell him something like that while you are still there?
Well, because I've already moved out of the house and I'm staying with a friend.
Oh, really? Have you now?
Yes. And don't worry, I've already filled out my share of the divorce papers and left them at the house. Please tell Sam to submit them after he signs where he needs to. Then the 2 of us will be legally divorced.
Oh, well, I suppose I must thank you for making this much easier than I thought it would be. I'm glad you finally started to see some reason.
As for splitting up our things, since we were only married for about half a year, I think most of accounts and belongings are still pretty personal and not shared. I don't think there will be any huge need to divide up our property. But if anything comes up, feel free to contact me about it. Okay, I'll be taking my leave now. Please hurry and turn in the signed divorce papers so this can end quickly.
Claire, I am messaging to let you know that I sent ahead those signed papers the day after we talked. But I haven't heard anything since. Is everything on track for the divorce? Unless... Just as I thought. You didn't really want to get divorced, and so you used this as a distraction while you ran away.
Oh, Francine. I was just thinking of messaging you. Your timing is impeccable. And if you must know, your little accusation could not be farther from the truth. I asked you guys to submit the papers, but instead you apparently mailed them to my parents for some reason. They had to send them to me, and I just got them earlier today.
I don't see why we should have to submit them.
Really? When you're the one nagging me about the divorce? Typical. Anyway, I finished up with the paperwork and sent it all off to be processed just a little bit ago.
You did? Wow, that was really fast.
Thank you. I actually was thinking about messaging you because I just got back home from dropping off those papers. As of now, we have nothing left holding us together. You and I are just two random people living in society with no reason to ever contact each other again.
Oh, really? Well,
Thanks for the last 6 months, I guess. I'd say it's been fun, but... you know. Anyways, see you.
That's right. You're no one to me now. You and I and our families are severed. Now my little Sam is single again. But I'm not worried. I know he'll find a nice wife before he knows it. And this time, I will make sure to do a proper examination of the girl and ensure she is the right girl for my Sam. And that she can actually give us grandchildren. So many things to do. I'll be so busy from here on out. Hello, Claire. It has been a while, hasn't it? Actually, I think it's already been something like 3 years. Isn't that incredible? You know, this isn't the first time that I tried to reach out to you. But I think that you must have blocked my number. Recently, I had Sam help me buy a new phone and get a new number. So I assume these messages are getting through now.
Oh, wow. Sorry, but when you say Sam, is this Francine?
Yes. Was that not obvious from the messages I just sent? You should have been able to put that together.
It is nice to hear from you two. Anyways, is there something you need from me, Francine?
That's rich. You get a message from me and you dare to pretend like you don't know what this is about.
No, I don't know what this is about. Why else would I ask unless I didn't know? But if I am being honest, I really just want you to spit out whatever you need from me so that we can hurry up and get through this faster.
Claire, there is no need to play dumb with me. I know the truth already. Stop with these games right now.
Look, I have a lot going on in my life, and if there's anyone without time to play games, it's me. So can you please just tell me what this is about?
How could you, Claire? How could you try to hide something so huge from me? Did you really think I would never find out?
Excuse me? You think I've been hiding something from you while you haven't even been in my life the past 3 years?
I told you that I wasn't interested in playing your games, Claire. Don't play dumb. I have so many witnesses who have caught you red-handed. There is no point in lying anymore. Just admit the truth so we can have a conversation like real adults.
Francis, you need to read what I am writing to you right now, okay? I do not have a single clue what the heck you are talking about. Do you understand me? And if you are just going to talk around the topic at hand,
then the conversation can't go anywhere because you aren't telling me what it is you want to talk about. I have a friend who lives in your neighborhood. I've asked her to stake out your house for me before. She's seen you with my grandson. What are you talking about? But it is okay. I will forgive your lying and playing dumb. I have decided that I am ready to re-welcome you to my family. That is why I am messaging you now. You are what? What are you talking about right now? What grandson? You and Sam's little boy. And I know that you had a kid after the divorce. So you bring my grandchild back to me right now. Your grandchild? But I have never given birth. Don't you lie to me. I know that you had a child, and I know you did it with Sam. That's my grandson. I'm his grandmother, and I have a right to meet him. But I haven't even had any kids. I really honestly don't know what you're talking about. Don't try and hide it anymore. I am telling you that I know the truth. I even asked my friend to take photos of you two together. You can't deny the evidence. You sent someone to spy on and take photos of me? It doesn't matter anymore. I've almost arrived to your house to take you back. Pack your essentials and get ready to leave right away. Your what? What is going on here? What is this? Claire, you should have told me that you live in such a lovely home. I never knew. You even have a lovely yard for the boy to run around in. Why, this place looks just marvelous to raise a family. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be taking you home at all. This house looks huge. I'm sure you have plenty of extra room. I'm sure it would be more than simple for me and Sam to move in here instead. Claire, are you going to answer the door? Don't keep me waiting. Oh, wow. You really did have my address. I really didn't want to believe you. Francine, the doorbell is really loud and can bother neighbors. Can you please stop ringing it? If you want me to stop, then you better get down here right now and answer this door. You should know better than to leave your husband and mother-in-law waiting outside here. Francine, this isn't my house that we're at right now. Oh, it's not your house. Is that so? I assume that if you're ringing the bell, you already passed by the mailbox with the family's name written on it, right? The mailbox? I didn't check it at all, but... Oh, that's curious. I don't think I've heard of this family before. And it's certainly not your maiden name. Anyways, Francine, you are trespassing here. You don't have any permission from the actual owners to be here. I think that about a block down on the right side of the street there should be a cafe. It's a red brick building. I think it would be quite hard to miss. Can you please go and wait there? I will go and meet you in a couple minutes. I don't know what kind of nonsense you are trying to pull here. But if this really is someone else's house, then I'll go to that cafe instead. And make sure to bring me my grandson when you come here, or else you'll regret it. Do you hear me? Claire, what is the meaning of this? You better explain yourself to me right this instant. Who is this guy you sent to come speak for you? You know this whole time he was talking like you two were together or something like that. Whoever this guy is, he clearly has the wrong idea and you need to set him straight. I've never met such a rude man. Did you know he is even calling himself your husband? Yes, that is correct. We got married 2 years ago. Are you being serious? And does he know about your son with Sam? You mean, are you trying to tell me that you are raising my grandchild together with this random man? What is wrong with you, woman? No. Think about it, Francine. No son of mine would be your grandson. No, you're wrong, Claire. I've done the math in my head and it adds up. Just by looking at him, I can tell that you probably got pregnant with this kid around the time that you submitted your divorce papers. Even if your math was anywhere near right, this kid is in no way related to you. How? That doesn't make any sense. Explain yourself right now. Unless Don't tell me. You cheated on Sam?
I am pretty sure that the kid you saw was my husband's son from a previous marriage.
What? He had a kid from a previous marriage.
That's right. He was a single father when we got married.
And you still married him? What were you thinking? Okay then. Well, if that kid is his, then where is my grandchild?
Still not really understanding what's going on here, huh?
Quit hiding him from me and let me meet him right now. It isn't right what you're doing to us.
Lady, look. I have told you I don't know how many times yet. I have not had any kids of my own yet. I have nothing I could hide from you even if I wanted to. Do you understand me?
I'm sick of talking to you like this. If you're so sure about all of this, then why don't you come here and face me yourself? Or did you really just think you could drag Sam and I around and drop us off wherever you wanted as long as it was out of your hair? If you think we are going to leave without ever seeing you once, then you are sorely mistaken. Come here right now.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Francine. But after all, you were the one who came here uninvited. Anyways, there is no way I am going down there to meet you.
So you're just going to run away again? You coward!
No, I'm not running. But I'm doing what I think is best for the kid I have inside of me right now.
What did you just say?
We just found out. So there will need to be many more exams. But we are hoping that the fetus is growing and healthy. And I want it to stay that way. Which is why I am going to do my best to keep it out of harm's way. And that especially includes meeting you in person.
You mean, that means that you can get pregnant?
Isn't that the whole reason that you reached out to me in the first place? Because you had heard that I had already had a kid of my own?
Well, yes, but I just came here so that I could confirm for myself whether or not what my friend told me was true. And if it wasn't, then I was completely ready to go back to thinking you were just a barren old shrew.
Okay, well, that was really rude. Can you two please just go home now? Sam and I are already divorced. We have nothing holding us together. No need to be in each other's lives anymore. I thought we had already established this. It shouldn't be news.
But this changes things now. If you can get pregnant, then that means you really could have another chance with my Sam. It's not too late.
You think I even want another chance with Sam? Like some kind of betting game where the stakes are my whole life or something?
What's the matter? Come now, don't be so dramatic. And besides, just what is wrong with getting back together with Sam anyways?
Everything. I mean, isn't it just like you said? It was the same when we talked about the divorce. Did he ever push back on what you said? It's already been 3 years since we were together, but I still remember. There was one time that we were together, and at the dinner table, you just kept hurling abuse at me. And he just sat there, saying nothing and looking down at the table.
And just what is wrong with that? It's not his place to interrupt me, so I don't see any issue there.
Oh my goodness. Do you really need me to spell it out for you?
Just what are you talking about? Just spit it out.
I am saying that I don't want to marry a man with an Oedipal complex.
What? You think my son thinks of me like that? You're sick.
And if you think that I am going to go back to living with a husband who wants to sleep with his mother while she bullies me mercilessly, well then, you are just delusional. I will never go back to that. Never.
You think he has a complex?
Yes, that's what I just said. Your son is a little weirdo in love with his even stranger mother.
What did you just say to me?
It doesn't matter. In any case, you're lucky that I am pregnant and shouldn't be getting mad at you, for the sake of the baby. So I will be ending this conversation now.
Wait right there. You have to remarry Sam. He's got no one else. And besides, what am I supposed to do? I've already gone around to all my neighbors to tell them that you have my grandson and that you and Sam are going to get remarried. Do you know how embarrassing it will be for me to go around and tell them all that that wasn't true? Just imagine it. You wouldn't want me to go through with that. Please, everything will be okay if you just marry Sam again. I need this. Claire, are you listening to me? I am being serious right now. This isn't a game. After that, Francine and Sam tried showing up at the house again and refused to leave. Finally, my husband got so mad that he went outside and told them that if they didn't leave, he would call the police. That seemed to work, and they hightailed it out of there. Later, I heard from another person in the neighborhood that there was a strange lady going on and stopping young women and asking them to carry her son's child. Needless to say, the police were called before long. Maybe Sam did end up going to get examined to see if he could have kids. I wonder if they had bad news for him. I shouldn't be making assumptions, but after all this happened, I heard that Sam suddenly had a huge change of character. He left his house and his clingy, controlling mother. Apparently, he did not leave quietly, though, and many people saw him shouting that he didn't like his mom in that way as he stormed out. As for Francine, now she lives a sad life all alone in her home. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Dad, the apartment number is 1008, right? I haven't mistaken it, right?
Yes, you are right. Oh, that reminds me. I still haven't been to see your new place.
You are busy with the store, I know. Even when I come back home, you aren't there. Don't worry, I understand. But you better come as soon as you are free. No takebacks.
That is true, yes. My store is busy every day these days. Don't know what to do with myself. And I promise, I will come when I am free. Anyways, why are you asking for the address out of nowhere?
You see, I need it so I can send you a massage chair. It was meant to be a surprise, but oh well. After getting my wage, I've come to the chair shop. I picked one out already. Anyways, are you happy your business is going well? 'Cause it is. You must be very proud. I heard you keep getting inquiries about turning it into a franchise. That would be amazing for the business.
Yes, I am. If I open another store in the next month, I'll be able to have 10 branches. I'm getting big now.
Wow, you won't be a business manager anymore. Guess I should call you a chairman now. Or president. CEO? Every month you're earning $2 million and there are already 200 members of staff. This is no joke. You're doing insanely well.
Hey, that reminds me. You're not too busy, are you? Come get steak with me later. I promise you it will be great. I've changed the marinade for it a bit and the reactions from the customers have been very good. I think you will like it. Tangy and spicy. Just the flavor profiles you like.
Ah, really? That's so sweet. I've become so used to eating the delicious steak you make that I can't eat it anywhere else. Everywhere else makes it too chewy, but of course, you know exactly how it's done. You make the steak so high-end, so I guess I have to come once. Okay, I'll come. I can't wait. Now that I am thinking about it, I actually haven't gone in a long while. Too long.
I know. Come over and have dinner with me. Have a beer with me too whilst we are at it.
You really know my taste, Dad. I will come soon then. Make sure you cook it medium rare, just how I like it. But of course, you already know that. No point in telling you. Hello, Layla. Just wanted to check in and see how you were. Also, I have a pretty big proposal to make, so I made this group chat. Do you have time right now at all?
Layla, are you busy? Hello?
I was with a client just now, but they just left. That's why I saw this a bit late. I'm sorry. What is your proposal?
I mean, it doesn't really mean much and it's not too important, but your father runs a steakhouse, doesn't he? Do you know it's blowing up on social media right now? Like, insanely. It's everywhere. TikTok, Insta, even reach the grandmas on Facebook.
I know I am supposed to be humble about this sort of thing, But to be honest, yeah, it is quite popular right now. Thank you for speaking so kindly about it.
What is there to be humble about? Don't worry, it's the truth, through and through. Sometimes I ask my wife to make the steak and we get your dad's marinade for it. It's to the point that Nancy and I get goosebumps because of how tasty it is. We absolutely love it.
That's true, Layla. It's so delicious that even our baby enjoys it. Even when I try to work out the recipe, it never comes out the same. And trust me, I've tried. Either it is too spicy or too salty. I can never get it right. And that's saying something because you know how great of a cook I am. I'll give you some steak again then. My dad giving it to family is not a waste at all, he says. He enjoys it. Just let me know when you're free and I will come over with some. I can teach you how to cook it properly too if you get stuck. Ah, you see, I'm not asking for you to give us more steak or more of the marinade, actually. Then what are you asking? Is there any other business you want to talk about? I can't think of anything, but go ahead.
You know how we ended up setting up a bar cart and it didn't end well? Well, we are thinking of starting another business. We know your family's steakhouse is doing very, very well. We were thinking, should we try and run a franchise business? That's our proposal.
Ah, you want to take over a steakhouse place then? Yes! I mean, after all, we just need to sear it in the marinade. Very simple and very quick. Perfect for us. I think we will do very well, but of course we will need your expertise and help. Could you pass on our idea to your dad and see if he is okay with it? I mean, I saw on an Insta story that you and your family went on vacation to the Bahamas. With that much freedom, it seems worth it to also follow after your dad's footsteps. I mean, that was the vacation we took after 5 years of constantly working like dogs.
Huh. You seem very relaxed, though. Anyways, we also want to run a steakhouse. We want to do it too. We think we can do well. If you give us a chance, we can prove it to you. After all, we have a lot of debt that we need to pay back. It's gotta be quick. This is the best idea we have for the circumstances we are in. Plus, family help each other out, so you've got to agree.
Okay. Well, I'll ask my dad about it first and get back to you then. Damn. Darling, I am not too sure about this. Am I doing the right thing?
Huh? What about? I don't get it.
I'm talking about your brother. I mean, this time he went on and on about the restaurant and how he wanted to take over one of them, and I just... I don't know. My dad's steakhouse. He wants it for himself, as a franchise. He wants to help Dad expand, but I'm not sure if he can do a good job with it. I don't want to harm Dad's business like that.
Again? This dude seriously doesn't have any skills in running a business, though. He should know this himself. We are well aware considering his past experiences. This man needs to get his life together, honestly. He and his wife can't cook for their lives, and their people skills are even worse.
I know, right? So I am worried that they will try to steal the restaurant my dad has put his blood, sweat, and tears into.
I mean, you aren't wrong. Let's be honest. That idiot didn't just fail with the food cart. He also failed with his fried fish delivery service, the rib shop, even the hot chicken sandwich place he ran during winter when everyone flipping craves that food was an utter failure. When you look at all his businesses that have failed, there's no end to it at all. You'd think he'd get the hint and stop running food businesses. Get his GED and go into a different sector, but no.
I feel a bit sorry saying this because he's your younger brother, but I have no clue where his confidence comes from.
He hurt himself badly when he was younger and so was babied by our parents a lot. I think that's why he's like this. I get so stressed out because of him. He never lets me get anything done. Always wants to butt in. He has no tact with this sort of thing. He has to be able to find his own path, earn his own money to live without help from others. If he can't do it by himself, how does he expect himself to do it in partnership with others? He'll just end up being a barrier.
Gosh, I want to do that too, but they have been going on about how they are in a lot of debt. I don't know what the right thing is to do here. I'll have to think over it some more.
Okay, I respect whatever you decide to do.
Hello, Hello, Gary and Nancy. Have you been well?
I was meaning to contact you. Has the talk about the steakhouse gone well? Did he say anything negative about it?
That's what I'm talking about, Layla. You haven't got back to us. I've been breaking into sweats every time I had the phone ring. Can't believe you decided to just message us instead. I will let you know my dad's phone number. Why don't you call him yourself and inquire about this matter? After all, it is his restaurant to begin with.
So, you haven't even talked to him yet? Can you please hurry it up?
I mean, this needs to be discussed before the new shop opens in the first place. So it's much better to ask him directly than me calling him. More likely to get a quicker answer, too. One channel beats two.
I understand that, but the process is so exhausting and long. I don't want to go through that.
You will be able to do it. You just have to try. I will pass you my dad's number, so make sure you call him. Okay, fine, whatever. I will give him a call then. Okay, I'm sure my dad will love hearing from you. After all, he's been so focused on expanding the business recently. You're helping him out.
It's a bit pressuring to have to contact him. I haven't got any good places for the restaurant, you see, so I'll have to look around too.
My dad knows some real estate people in a few areas. If you contact him, he will send you in the right direction. Don't worry. Are you being for real? Oh, that's so sweet. He is seriously a blessing in disguise. My gosh, that's so touching. He really doesn't have to do all this. We can't thank him enough. Please pass on the message to him. You can be touched later when the steakhouse you open actually goes well and is run successfully. You just need to do well. You've got this. Give him a call and see what he says.
When I get my paycheck, I will make sure to give you a hefty amount. We cannot forget what you are doing for us. Really. Thank you so much. I'll talk about it some more with Nancy and then give you a call again. I want to pay you back, but because of our debt, we can't yet. As soon as we are out of dangerous waters, we will send you the money. This is all I can give you right now. I will treat you to a meal as soon as possible.
I can't really drink coffee. I hate the smell of coffee beans. I don't do well with caffeine either. Gives me the jitters. But I'll order something else. Thank you. Darling, we went to cafes with her family a lot and you still don't know what she drinks? You should know that.
I didn't think it through properly.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll use the gift voucher well. Thank you.
Are you being for real, Layla? What is this?
Why? What's up? What's with the mood?
I'm not angry. It's just that I was really touched, Layla. In 2 weeks of opening the business, we got $2,000 of pure profit. I just keep thinking if I am really allowed to have all this money overnight.
Oh, really? Congratulations! That's amazing. I am so happy for you. The marinade my dad developed for the steak really is the best. Even rival restaurants have tried to copy it, naming it their restaurant special, but customers see right through them. And plus, a lot of them have failed. No one can beat them. No matter how many times they have tried, it doesn't taste the same.
Is it because we got good tips? I mean, no matter how tasty it is, against more well-known competitors, it's quite hard to do what we've done. So it must be the customer service we gave that makes them give us a lot of money. On top of that, our service charge probably helps out. My wife and I treat our guests so kindly, you know. We also give out chicken nuggets and fries, especially for the baby customers. Families enjoy that and then give us tips.
That was already a part of my dad's brand, but you do you. Anyways, congratulations. Now paying off your debt is just a matter of time. You will earn more money soon enough and that debt will have disappeared.
I know, right? It's all thanks to you. We cannot thank you enough, truly. I've been so busy that I can't even give you a call or anything. We should pay you back properly, I know.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. My dad has also run the restaurant for a long time, so I know what it's like. When the restaurant is busy, it's hard to think about anything else but the work that goes on there. I know very well.
Just focus on earning money at the restaurant and buy me dinner later.
I really do need to give back to you, but it's been so crazy. I am losing my mind. I will pay you back like a man, seriously.
No, it's okay. Just look after the restaurant well. Dad, how is the steakhouse going? Is money still coming in?
I mean, it has a good brand image, and it's also the first steakhouse place in the area. But lately, reviews haven't been good, even though business has been well.
Why? You said yourself that you provide a good service. Did they not like it anymore?
Apparently, there are reports that I'm too old-fashioned. I didn't speak modernly, and so they didn't like it. I apparently got too much in their space. According to them, I was joking with a woman who was wearing a short skirt and that I was appreciating her underwear. There's a review, too. 1 out of 5 stars. I am seriously uncomfortable. The server said thank you for wearing a short skirt and showing off my underwear. What a pervert, honestly. This is the first time seeing such a perverted business owner. I heard that the food at this restaurant was really good, so I went, but because of the owner, I hated the experience. Would not recommend. Find somewhere else to get your steak. Can't believe there are people like this owning such a famous restaurant. How disgusting. Don't come here. Can you believe that?
Are you insane, Dad? Do you even want to run this flippin' restaurant? Because you aren't acting like it.
It's not like this stuff is true. None of that ever happened. Plus, when you keep getting reviews like this, it's hard to dispute them. I've been getting migraines so often that I can barely concentrate on what I have to focus on. Cut me some slack.
Running a steakhouse should be easy. You should have just lied and said you weren't expanding your steakhouse. There was no need to tell us the truth and make us worried.
You are family. I can't lie to you like that. I need to set a good example to you. Otherwise, it will hurt my brand in the long run.
That's what I am saying. The reviews are hurting the brand regardless. Look, I'm going to report that review, so don't go and do anything drastic. Just focus on giving good service like always. If anyone asks you about the reviews, just say that you are getting in contact with a lawyer due to defamation of your brand, okay? Those who hurt you are not considered my friend or family, Dad.
Layla! I have something to talk about with you. Are you still working?
I am at work right now, yes, but I can still text. I have some free time right now. What's up?
It's just that right now, we are really making sacrifices and working hard. But we have too many costs right now to make significant profit. We are thinking about moving away from the chain.
What do you mean by that? You are making money off of my dad's brand and now you want to go solo? It's a marinade my dad researched and developed for so long without sleeping, yet you just want to take it and move away from us completely. Are you insane?
Did I say I wasn't aware of that? I know. I was the one who said it tasted amazing every single day. But you have to consider that it is us who is running the business. My husband is working so hard to give good customer service.
So you are saying that you want my dad to stop off at all his 10 restaurants and transfer the ownership over to you? Yeah, right. Of course it is your job to cook and sell the food.
Hey, let's be completely honest with each other right now. I don't even know why this business is as great as it is. I can't even pinpoint what it is. I don't know whether it is the color or taste that is different from other steakhouses. But I really don't like it when you are controlling our money like this just because you lent your name sign.
Wow. I am so proud of you right now. Just because the business is going well, you bring this up now. Is the money you are earning right now not enough? Are you disappointed? Even when my dad asked a favor of his friend to give you a cheap monthly rent.
It's a good thing you brought up the rent for the place. I think it is too expensive. It should be reduced if we want to make more profit. Are you sure your dad talked to his friend? The price is way out of proportion for what it's worth. With all the work we had to do with it, it really doesn't seem to be that great of a place. Are you sure he didn't pull a fast one on us just because we aren't familiar with place prices?
You are taking this too far. What do you mean pulling a fast one? Watch your mouth. My dad isn't like that. After my dad literally reduced your monthly rent, gave you the marinade, and pretty much gave you your livelihood.
So does this mean we can't own this shop without his partnership? Fine then, whatever. We will work out how to do it without getting agreement from him. Pass the message on to him, please.
Do you think I will just sit down and watch this happen? You really are so detached from reality, aren't you? I am suing you.
Is this really what you are doing between family? Fine. Go ahead, sue me. I'm not afraid at all.
Darling, this is the lawyer who is in charge of our case with Gary. Say hello. Good morning, Mr. Staines. How are you? We have no clue what to do. Please help us. Hello. So from what I understand, they made the sign design similar to your original brand logo. So the name is the only thing that is different. Yes, you are correct. The name of the brand is David's Steakhouse, but they've changed it to David's Delicious Steakhouse. They must have forgotten that they originally started this as a part of our chain to earn a livelihood. I know he is my younger brother, but I am so angry. I understand. In this case, if I lead you, it will be a 100% victory on your side. As your younger brother has unilaterally and openly broken the contract, it is 100% possible to claim damages. Please get on it. My dad is quite stressed about the situation, and so I hope this can be wrapped up quickly. Of course. There will be no problem with that, I can assure you. I have already finished writing up a report. After, you can submit it straight to the police later, and they will deal with it. Thank you so much, Mr. Staines. I will find you later to get that document. Of course. I will see you soon then. Have you realized what you've done? Do you think you're so high and almighty just because your dad has got a successful franchise going for him?
We are back to ground zero, Layla. We are broke. The damage claims you made increased our debt even. We are in the minuses. How could you? How will you take responsibility for this? What about our livelihood? Hurry up and message back, you snake. After leaving our family on the streets, how could you ignore us? I know you are reading these messages anyways. Fine then, you loser. How could you go as far as suing us? What did we do wrong to deserve this? What we did wasn't this bad. I hope you are run to the ground like us. I will pray to God that that happens to you from now on.
Have you finished? I will be sending this screenshot to the legal team in charge of our case. You know it is also against the law for you two to be verbally abusing me and attempting to drive me to the ground, right? Do you want me to pay for the hospital fees again?
No, it's my fault. I am sorry. It's just that I'm having a hard time living lately. Layla, I won't do this again. Please don't report us again. Please. What are you doing, Gary? You should be begging for forgiveness too. Hurry up and apologize.
I am sorry. Is that all? I am afraid it doesn't work like that. It's not enough. You leave me no choice but to report it. I am very sorry. If you report us again, we will have to pay the fine. Again. I was really careless. Please forgive me. I've reflected on myself during the case and the ruling and will not do anything like this again. I have really matured in the last few months. I'll do my best. Really, I will do my best to make things right. Please, can you just close your eyes and let this one pass? Shall I do that? Really? Then what should I do about this now? I have already sent it to my lawyer.
No! Why would you send that, Layla? Are we really family?
Family? What kind of crap is that? I've never had family like you and never will. Think of it as life experience. If you have to pay the fine, just move on and take the lesson as it is. Move on with your life. Start afresh. You both have no tact, and I don't think you will, but still. Do what you want, but leave me and my family alone.
What? You are that type of slut? I can't believe that you are really doing this to us. Treating us like dirt. Have you no conscience? Leaving us for the wolves. Ugh, she's infuriating!
Of course, the contract was terminated immediately, and they received thousands of claims for damages. The couple who were already beggars are now completely broke as they go about their daily life and work. Gary has hurt his back and thus is on bed rest, whilst his wife, Nancy, is running around and only earning $30 a month. Only then will they learn their lesson. I had to get payback for my dad one way or another. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more content.